year in operation, and many of you have gone through us over the past few years, following us all throughout the Northern California area. And we hope that you like our new home in Oakland this year. Oakland's a beautiful city. It's got a great transportation team, a great transportation system. It has a lousy baseball team this year, but we like it here nonetheless. And we hope that you guys feel at home here as well. And we do hope to come back here sometime in the near future. So please give us input on how you like this town that many of us call home. In the past few years, what we've seen is that anime has grown continuously. I'm sure many of you remember the small rooms that we used to have in all the science fiction conventions where we had 30 people huddled around the TV all night. And now we've grown a little bit to roughly a 2,000 to 3,000 person convention with God knows how much growth. All of us spend a hell of a lot more than we did. And every year we just get larger and larger and larger. What we're trying to accomplish this year at Anime Expo is to expand our scope on and beyond of just anime. And we're bringing many new groups into the fold as well. And if anything, we're expanding our dimensions. We've grown from a convention that specializes strictly in anime and manga to a convention that now encompasses American animation, computer animation, and modeling. And we hope that gaming and computer games will soon come into the fold as well. So we would very much like to know how you feel about this towards the end of the convention as well. We hope that in the end what we'll find is not that these are separate entities inside of our convention, but that we have many more things in common with them than we had initially expected. We hope that all the fans and attendees who are here at this convention will keep an open mind and explore all these new dimensions in animation that we're trying to introduce to everyone. And perhaps then we can strengthen the ties of our community and grow closer together. And in today's world, I think that cooperation and understanding is very, very important because the world has grown more chaotic in the past few years. And perhaps a quote by Mr. Sawamura of Gainax that he made 2 years ago would prove to be a good lesson to the world. And what he basically told everyone is that wouldn't it be a great world if everyone made anime, not war? So we hope that everyone has a great time here, and we definitely hope to see you again next year. But first, I'd like to introduce Ken Sai, who is one of the co-chairs of Anime Expo 93, along with Albert Wang. I'd like to say a few words on behalf of the convention.
I'm not nearly as eloquent a speaker as my colleague here, so we'll see how this goes. On behalf of my co-chair, Albert, and again, on behalf of the staff and volunteers who have worked so hard these last 2 days to put this all together, I would like to welcome you to Anime Expo 93. As Mike said, the growth in this industry has just been phenomenal over the last 2-3 years. And while it is true that we no longer huddle 20 or 30 around a TV, we just go into a theater and huddle 100, 150 around a big screen TV. Not too much of a difference. I have to say that I am most pleased and most honored that I see so many people out in the audience today. And at the moment, I would like to just say thank you to all of you, because without the fans, we would just be some figment of someone's imagination, and preferably not mine. This year's convention is roughly 3 times the size of last year's. Our dealer's room has expanded from 10,000 to close to 30,000 square feet. Our art show has expanded by a factor of 5. Just every aspect of this convention is larger, bigger, and hopefully better than last year. And I hope it reflects upon your enjoyment, and I just hope you can all have a good time. And once again, on behalf of the staff, I would like to thank you all. This time, I guess I'm pretty much done. So. Our guest of honor for 1993.
Sure that many of you who have been looking forward to this convention have been reading our progress reports backwards and forwards and probably know these bios better than I do right now. But Unfortunately, you don't always associate great work with a great face, so we want to show you all the great faces that are here right now. And the first individual that I would like to introduce is Mr. Takayuki Takeya. He was the creature modeling coordinator for live-action movies such as Future Ninja, Sairam, Kujakuo 2, Legend of Ashura, Kamen Rider ZO, and True Kamen Rider. He's also worked on the OVA Dragon's Heaven and Phantasm 1990 opening film as modeling staffer, and he's also made the original templates for popular garage kits such as Future Ninja, Sairam, Cambria, and Adia. And he has also agreed with Kotobuki's plan of making Amano Yoshitaka's illustrations into 3D models, which I took a look at. They're pretty frightening. And it isn't too much to say that the creation of Albino, the White Nobleman, and Nightmare, the Knight in Black, would have been impossible without Mr. Takeya's incredible skill in modeling. So, Mr. Takeya, would you please do that?
The
next guest of honor that we would like to introduce is Mr. Keita Amemiya. Mr. Amemiya was the director of Masked Rider Z0, Sairam, Abiyan, Warrior Jetman, Future Ninja, and Kujakuo 2. He has also done the special effects for The Legend of Asura, True Masked Rider, and Gunhead storyboarding for Zippang. And he was also the character designer for Masked Rider Black RX, Special Police Winspector, Female Battle Cop, Mobile Police Chiban, World Ninja Battle, and more things than I can possibly list. Mr. Amemiya is also an accomplished illustrator and has won several awards. He did numerous illustrations for magazines like B Club and Uchu-sen. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Keita Amemiya.
嬉しく思います。明日は僕の作品も上映しますので、ぜひ見てください。ありがとうございました。
I'm happy to have been invited here. I hope that this will be a good event. Tomorrow I'll be having a panel on Japanese live action, and we'll be airing one of my movies, Seiran. Thank you.
Next individual I'd like to introduce is Mr. Makoto Kobayashi, someone who is probably very well known to all you Gundam otakus out there. Mr. Kobayashi's mecha designs have appeared in Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta Gundam, and the giant Robo OAV series and Venus Wars. Mr. Kobayashi also worked on Hyper Weapon, Mach Vision, Heart Laser, Future Tanks, and Dragon's Heaven, which he also did the character designs for. So, Mr. Kobayashi. The next individual I'd like to introduce is Mr. Yasuhiro Imagawa. Mr. Imagawa was the director and did the storyboard for Mr. Ajiko. He was also the director and did the screenplay and the storyboarding for Giant Robo. He was also the producer for Oral Battler Dumbine. So, Mr. Imagawa.
皆さんと同じようにロッキーホラーショーやスタートレックを目指してアニメを始めています。今回日本でも一切未公開の状態のジャイアントロボボリューム3をフィルムで持ってまいりました。 言葉の都合で分かりにくいかもしれませんが、ぜひ、楽しんでもらえればと思ってます。ありがとうございます。
This time around, I brought with me a previously never premiered film of Giant Robo Part 3. Some parts of the dialogue may be really hard to understand, but I hope you'll enjoy it.
The next individual I'd like to introduce is Mr. Masatoshi Tahara. Mr. Tahara has done numerous things. His credits include the making of the Urusei Atsura video. He was the original manager of the UI TV series Laserdisc set. He worked on the Sailing the Sea of the Stars movie.
It works.
And,
You worked on the sound staff.
and he's also worked on Yawara, The Enemy of Pirates. He was the coordinator of the Meizo Nikoko Laserdisc release series. And his most recent works include writing the screenplay and producer for The Tale of the New War, and was the producer and the original concept designer for the movie Alpha Leon. His other activities include being the president of Kitty Animation Circle, or KAC, and the chief of Kitty Film Mitaka Animation Studios. So, Mr. Tahara.
呼んでいただいてありがとうございます。キティフィルムはうるせえやつやランマで、皆さんご存知かもしれませんが、他にも非常にたくさんの作品作っております。今回その点を、お見せしたいと思ってやってまいりました。よろしくお願いします。
This time around, I would like to be presenting more of the other works that Kitty Animation produced. Thank you again for inviting me.
Okay, the next person I would like to introduce is Mr. Inoue. He was the producer for Gunbuster, the producer for Wings, the producer for Macross 2, producer for Tension Wheel, and I could spend a week. Wings, yes. And more things that I would care to mention, and more things that you'd probably care to sit through. So, Mr. Inoue, if you could please take a stand.
今回は皆さんにお会いできて大変嬉しく思います。日本のアニメーションはアメリカのアニメーションが生みの親で、ディズニーを目指して日本のアニメーションを発展してきたと思うんですが、また最近は新しい日本でならではという形の部分をここにいらっしゃる皆さんが喜んでいただいて嬉しく思ってます。でまたぜひ皆さんが次にもまた喜べる作品を作り続けていきたいと思ってますので、よろしくお願いいたします。
Walt Disney's animation has achieved, and over this last few years I feel that the animation has come a long way, and we would like to have fans of Japanese animation enjoy it and also enjoy more newer animation as it comes out. Thank you.
Our next VIP is Mr. Maki from Pioneer. He was the producer for Pat Labor. Mr. Maki.
アメリカで、日本のアニメーションが人気あると、聞いてやっておりましたが、こんなに大勢の方がいらっしゃると、実感して、大変嬉しく思います。 残念ながら、今回ゲストのですね、北爪、監督が休業なんですが、代わりにモルダイバーの、フィルムを持ってまいりましたので、皆さんぜひ楽しんでやってください。
I had heard that Japanese animation was being popular in the United States, but I never knew it was to this extent. Unfortunately, this time around, Mr. Kitazume, who was a guest here, has fallen ill and is unable to attend. So in his place, I have brought his latest film, Moldiver, to be presented here at this convention. Thank you.
Our next VIP is Mr. Kudo, who is the president of Pioneer USA. Kudo.
Good morning. I'm going to release all Pioneers original video on Laserdisc from this December. So you people can enjoy higher quality animation on Laserdisc. And if there is anyone who doesn't have Laserdisc player, please rush to them.
Our next guest of honor is Mr. Scott Frazier. If, as many of you have probably seen, he's probably got the longest list out of everyone that's here today. And just to make it fast and short, Mr. Frazier is the one who knows basically how to break into the anime industry in Japan, because he's probably one of the most successful men over there. And any of you who want to break into the industry, just pull him aside during the convention and ask for some tips. So, Scott, you want to take a stand?
Well, thank you for inviting me here. 7 years ago I was sitting where you were, and I used to look up and say, wow, I wish I could do that. And I don't know if I am now, or I really don't sometimes, but I like to, I'm very glad that you invited me here. Thank you very much.
Our final VIP is Ms. Junko Ito. She is the president of A-Girl and also the producer of Kabuto. Junko.
I'm very happy to come and join Anime Expo. And this time I have a few original artwork of Mr. Buichi Terasawa. He uses Macintosh for drawing comics. He's a pioneer of using Macintosh for comics. And I will have some panels on Saturday evening. Please come over and show his finest computer artwork. And also, I'm a representative of Shueisha, and I brought some girls' videos, original videos. So please, I hope you enjoyed those videos. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and although he's not quite a guest of honor, we'd like to say a special thank you and introduce Toshifumi Yoshida, one of our executive translators, and also known to many of you as one of the editors of both Animag and Animerica. So, Toshi, say hi. Okay, and without further ado, we'd like to show the opening animation. Because anime has grown so much in the past few years, what we'd like to do is actually show you the opening animations from the past 2 years of anime conventions, going from AnimeCon 91 opening animation to the Bayscape animation, or actually the Bayscape music video, which is a new release from last year, and finally to some new opening animation that was done by Running Ink Animation Productions for this year's opening ceremonies. So we hope that you enjoy it very much, and without further ado, you guys want to get it?